On this episode,
I bring the Probox to Fuji Speedway to race it on the main course. Not kidding, look, I put semi-slicks on it. This is Mount Fuji. It is the pride of Japanese natural beauty. This is Fuji Speedway. It's the pride of Japanese motorsport. And this is my Probox, which is it's a car. If you watch the Auto Salon videos, you might remember me saying that I wanted to do more grip driving this year. So I'm here at Fuji Speedway today with this to do that. If you haven't seen this car yet on the channel, quick rundown is it's a 50 series Toyota Probox. It's essentially the same as a Toyota Vitz. It's a 1.5 litre front wheel drive. The Probox is really meant for businessmen, deliveries, work, you know, that sort of thing. But we're here to do some pro laps in it. I just think it looks funny, so that's why I bought one. Anyway, so why bring this here to Fuji Speedway to grip drive it when it's essentially a delivery van? This is the only thing I have right now that can, I guess, drive on a racetrack. The S15, I don't know if I trust that at high speed because it is set up as a drift car right now. And every other car I have, either there's just some reason why I don't want to do it. Got to say though, I thought I made a bit of a mistake when I arrived here this morning because my class was full of like Porsche and like Lotus proper race cars with proper tires and proper brakes. You know, why not? A bit of a challenge to see if you know, this could be a potential sleeper. Those aren't steel wheels, by the way. But before we look at the wheels and tires, which are the secret weapon on this car right now, let's see what's right and wrong about this car for circuit driving. So this is right, it is manual, and that's about it. What's bad is it still has the stock comfortable seats, which are meant for comfortable highway driving for salesmen. It's still got the stock steering wheel. It has no tachometer, you can see in there, just the speedometer. So I'm going to have to shift by either by banging off the limiter or just looking at the speedometer and remembering what speed I need to change gears. Also, the engine is still stock in pretty much every way, apart from one thing. I got a Blitz sports filter for it, sus power. So one good thing about this car is it does share parts with other cars. Also, unfortunately, I had to take the roof rack off because I didn't know maybe Fuji Speedway would complain about me having the roof rack on and not want it on there. So I just took it off preemptively. The roof feels like sandpaper. Stock engine, stock interior, stock brakes, which is a bit sketchy, but the wheels and tires. All right, these are the standard wheels for a Probox. It's a 13-inch 165, so quite skinny, and they are Yokohama Jobs. Yokohama Job. So not ideal for track driving. Back on the first Probox video when we went to Techno Pro Spirits to do a bit of a test drive of their fully tuned one, the guy I was with, Mitsumori, said this.
これ本当に鉄鎮ホイールでもう白とかシルバーとかでただ車高だけベタッと落として乗りたいね。鉄鎮じゃなくてスーパーラップとかでさ、ちょっと鉄鎮っぽいアルミの軽い方。あ、わかるわかるわかる。でよく見たらあれレオバ入ってるみたいな。早い早い。
And these are the wheels he was talking about, the Bridgestone Super Wraps. I'm going to do this NASCAR style, one pump. Ready? So this is a Bridgestone Super Wrap, and yes, it is spelled R-A-P. It's not Super Lap, it's Super Wrap. And wheel guys right now are going, oh yeah, Super Wraps. But everyone else is probably thinking, but it just looks like a regular steel wheel. What's so special about it? Well, it's not a steel wheel. It's actually a two-piece alloy wheel that was designed back in the day to be sort of a lightweight, more of a Gymkhana style wheel. So someone did put some touch-up paint on these, but they had the original stickers. So these were made back in the 80s and 90s, and this is a 14-inch wheel with these Toyo R888 semi-slicks on this car. So I found a set of these for sale and I thought, oh, it'd be kind of cool for the sleeper look, you know, steel style wheel like Mitsumori said. I do actually have some work wheels in 15-inch for the Probox or the Pro Suck Series spec wheel, but that'll come another time. So maybe not everyone's cup of tea wheel design, but I think you can see where I'm coming from with the the sleeper look. And honestly, like, as far as weight goes, I haven't got a scales here, but like, they're lighter than the stock wheels. By the way, drum brakes on the back. Did I mention Fuji Speedway has the longest front straight of any track in Japan? And look at the other sort of stuff that's here today.
Before too long, it was time for our 20-minute session on track. As a beginner in a slow car, I lined up all the way at the back, hoping it would take at least some time before the lead cars caught up. Nobody really paid much attention to this odd car on the grid, but these two guys seemed to think it was pretty funny.
We're on the front straight. I'm gonna let these guys go past. Okay. They're already one lap around? Holy shit.
Before I had even made it around the first two corners, the lead group had already caught up and were filling the mirrors.
The fast guys are already one lap. Okay. Full throttle. Alright. There's more, there's one more. Okay.
It took a while for the faster cars to filter past until I had a clear go at the track.
Okay, flat out.
I should mention here that most Japanese cars are fitted with a 180 km/h speed limiter, which has probably never seen action on this car before.
It's so quiet in here.
I spent the next few laps looking in the mirrors as much as through the windscreen as I was lapped by the field once again. During the session, the thing I was most worried about were the brakes. Here, I was catching up to a 2-ton Porsche Cayenne, which had slowed down either to let his engine or brakes cool a bit. Every time I passed the Panasonic gantry, I made sure to test the brake pressure to check there was no pad knockback or brake fade, and also check the mirrors to make sure I wasn't going to steer into a faster car.
So what you do, as you're approaching the braking zone, give the brake pedal a couple of quick taps like that. First of all, just to see if the pedal actually has pressure. If you don't check it and the brakes are fading, when you go to push the brakes, the pedal will go all the way down and the brakes won't work. By the time you realize this, get off the brakes, pump them back up so you can actually stop properly, it might be too late. This is a pretty normal thing to do even in full-on race cars. If you see pedal cams, sometimes as they come to a corner, they'll tap the brakes a couple of times and then get on and shift down.
After 9 full throttle laps, coming into the 4th gear heavy braking entry of Dunlop Corner, the brakes decided they'd finally had enough.
That's it. Brakes are gone.
There were only a couple of more laps till the end of the session, so I pitted in and parked up.
And yep, brakes are cooked. Those brakes are well done. I think we found the limit of the stock braking system on the Probox, but I mean, honestly it lasted longer than I thought. We'll get some proper race pads for it, which they are available. Tools, jack, tires, everything all in the back. And still have room in the back seat for your pit crew. Now with the stock wheels back on and no racing number, it just looks like a regular Probox. All right, who's ready for lap times? Best time, 2 minutes 36.386. So was I the slowest car here or not? But didn't come last. So I'm 49th out of 52 and I beat a ZN6, ZN8 and an RX8. So there you go. Probox officially faster than the new 8.6 and the RX8. Get wrecked. All right, I know one of those 8.6s was like an absolute beginner and I think that RX8 was completely stock too, so. But still, I was thinking like if I can get better than a 3 minutes, I'll be happy. And 36 is not bad considering. All right, we're done here at Fuji Speedway, but the weather's so nice. I think we'll stop somewhere for a little drink and a snack, hopefully with a nice view, if Fuji doesn't get all covered in clouds. I came out here because this little car park has a great view of Mount Fuji. So what I can do is put this down there. Little Family Mart latte. Sit here and enjoy the view. Hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Grip driving the Probox on major circuits in Japan. We actually have the opportunity coming up to drive Motegi and Suzuka as well. So I don't know, might need to change the at least the seat and the brake pads for that. Also, if you'd like to see the videos before everyone else and get involved with pushing the content forward, like these people here, these are my tier 3 subs over on Patreon. You can join the Patreon, see the videos a day early before everybody else, and also behind the scenes videos and AMAs and stuff like that. Here's some other videos for you to watch, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. That is a Porsche. It is from Deutschland.